To fight corona, governments around the world are experimenting with corona apps.
Contact tracing is about to get even faster here in South Korea. The government has developed a new method to drastically reduce the time it takes to get the job done.
This system enables the health authorities to get information on patient credit card transactions through 27 agencies and companies, along with relevant CCTV footage in just 10 minutes.
But some people are worried that the corona pandemic is used as an opportunity by the government to invade our privacy. Take this New York Times article, for example. The corona app in China shares its information with police. The question is, what kind of app will we get?
Everywhere we go, every person we encounter, there's a good chance that smartphone is tracking us. The device stores data on places we visited, information that could prove useful in flattening the curve. Now, Apple and Google are teaming up to allow for automatic contact tracing using smartphones elsewhere.
The CBC clip didn't go into some of the details, so let me try to do that here. There are a few different types of apps. Some work with GPS location tracking, like in South Korea. Others with Bluetooth, like in Singapore. Some only store data locally on the phone. Others send it to a central database. In some apps, people are only identified with numbers, but in others, your name is linked to it. And some people are eager to use it.
Take this app that logs a user's recent locations, warning them if they've crossed paths with a known virus carrier.
The more people that are in this, the better it's going to work. This is not some sort of tracking service, and there is literally no way for the government to live track anyone.
The question will be, which app will the government ask us to use? Or will this be mandatory? And how many people need to use this app for it to work? There are so many questions. We really need to think carefully about privacy before we jump headlong. For example, how long will my personal data be stored? And how long will we have to use this app again? Is there an end date? And what if you see someone who ignores the advice of their app? What do you do? And what if you think that the app is catching the signal of your neighbor in an apartment on the other side of the wall? Should you ignore it? And is this a legitimate sick leave from work when your app tells you to stay at home? We all want this to be anonymous, but can it be effective that way? Should the government check if people use the app, and how will they check that? Can the police ask you to show your status on the app in public? Can you still travel with public transport without the app? Can your boss require you to install the app as part of your employment? How long does someone with corona need to be in proximity in order to count as a contact situation? And what if someone uses someone else's phone to spread false positive corona contacts? There are still a lot of questions.